Hello everyone, welcome to EduType and also welcome to the government scheme session. The scheme that we are covering today is Atal Innovation Mission, and why are we covering it? So see, any scheme that has been recently launched or is in news in the recent time, that becomes very important from the examination point of view, right? And if you look at the news, and these both are of June only. I'm sorry, these both are of June only. And here there lies this particular scheme. So the news was Innovation Mission launches ATL industry visit. Now what is this ATL, right? And again, there was a news on ATL Tinkerpreneurship 2023. Okay, and registration has been started off for that, right? So to understand all these news, first we have to have the basic understandings of the scheme, right? That is why we'll just talk about the important dimensions and which are static in nature, which can be asked in your examination. But before that, as an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory bodies, we have come up with one-stop solution guide to all the queries that you must be having regarding the organization you want to join. For example, if you want to know about RBI, NABARD, SEBI, what's its role, right? How does it contribute to India's economy? All these things have been comprehensively covered. Along with that, it has also been mentioned about the recruitment process, right? So, what are the phases, or different phases that happens in the recruitment process for the particular examination? How to tackle them? What are the different types of questions that are asked in them? Apart from that, the previous year trends of cutoff, syllabus, anything, any question that you have in mind, everything has been comprehensively covered. So do not miss the opportunity. You can download the link from the description box of these e-guidebooks, which I want to highlight are free of cost. Right. So now let's start off with the session and see. If you look at the ESI syllabus of NABARD examination, you would realize that how government they want to expand the industrialization, and not only industrialization, but yes, this particular scheme talks about innovation, how to improve the different social issues that are there in India, right? So we will talk in detail, but yes, this particular scheme, it will come in your part of ESI, ठीक है, economic and social issues. अटल इनोवेशन मिशन की बात करें, ठीक है, in this particular scheme, as I've just told you, this particular scheme, it talks about promoting people to be more innovative, so that even the innovations that they have, they would directly help to cater the social needs of the society. ठीक है, basic idea भी basic में इतना समझो. When we will understand its component, we will get to know about it further. But the basic understanding is, I hope you have understood about having the innovations in India. Okay, so the launch year of this particular scheme, it is 2016, and it falls under the नीति आयोग. ठीक है, तो ये आपका administered by this particular scheme, it is administered by नीति आयोग. ठीक है, objective of the scheme is what? So we are talking about innovation. So innovation in sense of what? Basically, the more innovation there will be, the more entrepreneurship there will be, right? So here the idea is to touch people's mind, or you can say to trigger people's mind to have more innovative ideas, right? So that is why here, first of all, environment will be created, and also it will be encouraged. The people, they will be encouraged to have innovative minds. ठीक है, अब at what level are we talking about? So this particular scheme touch from the basic level. So this particular environment will be created at school level, educational organization which are there, research institute, and also in fact in the industrial sector also, this particular the mission, it will touch people's mind. ठीक है, functions क्या होंगे? So this is the objective, to have to first of all create such an environment, and then to encourage people also to have innovative ideas which can be further which can on one hand will cater to the societal needs, and on the other hand it will provide a good entrepreneurial opportunity to the creators also who have come up with those creativity. ठीक है, functions क्या है? So functions की बात करें, to promote entrepreneurship, now this is the same thing only. So two functions have been mentioned in the guidelines, but I hope it is now easier to understand. To promote entrepreneurship by encouraging innovators, ठीक है, to become entrepreneurs. So these innovators who have innovative ideas can actually become entrepreneurs with the help of this particular scheme, because their financial support will also be provided. So mentorship will also be provided. Along with that, financial support will also be provided. Now this will be done at what level? So this will be done at competitions can be there at industrial levels. ठीक है, so at the school level, they will be groomed to have such innovative ideas in future, right? So when they are groomed from at the younger age only, in future they might have some better ideas when they have understandings of technologies at the early ages, right? सो दैट इज वाई इनोवेशन पे यहाँ पे फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट भी होगा. कितना मिलेगा, विल जस्ट लुक एट इट. प्रमोट इनोवेशन बाय क्रिएटिंग अ प्लेटफॉर्म. तो नाउ देखो, नाउ सेकंड, फर्स्ट विल cater to such MSME and industrial startups, right? And the second one, to promote innovation, platform will be created, ठीक है, through like minded individual. This will be done at the school level, educational organization और research institute level, ठीक है. प्रोग्राम्स के, so यहाँ पे बेसिक मेन जो आपके गाइडलाइंस में मिलेंगे, these are there, but apart from that some other programs were also launched. At the end we will look at it, ठीक है. But the major 4 programs we have to look at, these are that Atal Tinkering Lab, it will focus on the young minds. So till in your school till your school time, the government will set up Atal Tinkering Labs, ठीक है. Then we have Atal Incubation Centers, then Atal New India Challenges. This will promote the, sometimes it happens, even we don't know how much creative we are until and unless we take participation in some particular competition, right? So similarly, challenges, these grand challenges are being published by or launched by government, so that the startups, they can participate, and as more mind will come together, they will have better ideas, right? And there are some sectors, means what happens whenever these challenges are launched, government, they come up with the pain points that are in society. Okay, for example, in education sector, they will come up with 4 or 5 topics, and then the startups can look at that, if they can cater to one of those social issues, they can resolve those one of the social issues, they pitch their ideas, ठीक है. If government like, they'll be the winners. If or there is certain criteria, ठीक है, categorization. And mentor India, ठीक है. So इसको थोड़ा और डिटेल में देखते हैं. स्टार्ट विद अटल टिंकरिंग लैब्स. वी हैव अंडरस्टूड इट इज फॉर द स्कूल लेवल, ठीक है. तो क्रिएटेड एज लर्निंग स्पेसेस फॉर स्टूडेंट्स बिटवीन 6 to 12, ठीक है. ये space means this particular labs have been created for between class 6 to 12th, ठीक है, so that they can have some learning areas, ठीक है. And here it's not just about the normal studies they have at school. So apart from that, to develop skills and become adept to new technologies, they will be introduced and they will be taught about the artificial design, means artificial intelligence, I'm sorry, it should be intelligence, ठीक है. And then designs, computation thinking, adaptive learning, means new ways, so that their innovation can boost up. Then here, adding to this particular motive of Atal Tinkering Labs, here in late February 2020, what happened, ATL, which is Atal Tinkering Labs, they announced a collaboration, okay, with Niti Aayog and NASSCOM, ठीक है, for what, for introductory course module on AI, so that they are from the younger stage only, they have been told about AI, they have been taught about AI, right? And because if some child is at 6th standard, they understood about AI, maybe because of their creativity they can come up with something new, है ना. So that is why to introduce that. Then here there are some financial requirement also, right, to set up such labs. So for setting up, so 12 lakh for the first year will be given, and after this after that for maintenance and operational 2 lakh जो है मिलते रहेंगे for next 4 years. So total how much year, for 5 years, for setting up a tinkering lab properly so that it is fully functional. So 5 years duration is been expected. Initially 12 lakh for setup cost, and then after that for next 4 years 2 lakh per year will be given for the maintenance and its operational abilities, ठीक है. Then Atal Incubation Center. Now incubation, you can understand, it is a place where something can grow, something can create, right? So if at some level a particular it can be a startup, right, it can be anything, any educational institute as well. Usually this incubation centers, these are specifically you would observe in colleges, right? So NIT, IIT, इन सब colleges में आपको incubation center मिलता है, IIM इन सब centers में मिल जाते हैं. So incubation center is a place where actually you can get some mentorship from somebody who is much trained, and they will let you know that what are the if you are facing some obstacle, they will guide you how to come out of it, ठीक है. तो जैसे कि tinkering labs is focuses on the school, right? So that is how we have Atal Incubation Center also, specially focused on supporting startup, ठीक है. Because when you are a startup, you would have to face a lot of obstacles, right, to establish your own business, right? So for that purpose, these incubation centers will help them to contribute to technological innovations, ठीक है. Such startups who are there for technological innovations, government will support them by these Atal इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर, ठीक है। अब ये जो टेक्नोलॉजिकल इन्वेंशन हम बात कर रहे हैं, इनोवेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, तो ये किस किस फील्ड में, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, फूड्स, ट्रांसपोर्ट, एनर्जी, हेल्थ, एजुकेशन, एग्रीकल्चर, वाटर सैनिटेशन, एआई, IoT, cyber security, and other emerging fields. So basically, we know, and even if you look at it, you would observe these are the target areas in India, means which needs to be developed, right? So government is promoting, even they are channelizing. You can say they are channelizing the innovations of these innovators in a in line with the government motives, that is to develop society, ठीक है। तो अगर इन चीज़ों में आपका कोई स्टार्टअप है तो गवर्नमेंट विल हेल्प यू विद इट। एंड इन दीज इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स, वर्ल्ड क्लास incubation means it is expected to make world class incubation centers for such innovators, such startup. And when we say world class, basically what we means that they should be these the infrastructure that are made, these incubation center are what at the end, these are infrastructure only, right? So they should be capital intensive and operational oriented, ठीक है। Then support incubatees, means incubatees who are the startups, ठीक है। Such AIC centers will help them to create profitable, scalable, and sustainable business models, right? Which can be actually established in the market, which will be profitable for them, and which will be sustainable also, right? And then provide infrastructure and value added support. So this is again the second point only that we are repeating, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे अटल न्यू इंडिया चैलेंज, and this is the same thing which I told you before, creating some kind of competition, building competition, so that people they can participate in it, ठीक है। So now here what is done, government has identified 24 sectors, ठीक है। And it happens, as I told you before, no, whenever this challenge come, so there is a list of the genres where you can actually apply, like as a startup, ठीक है, that you have this particular idea which can help. For example, if I give you in agriculture, for example, there is of water harvesting, they have given this particular topic, right? And you feel like that in your area water harvesting is something that can be done, or it can be improvised in a certain way, ठीक है। So you can pitch your model that under this model we are applying, and this is our model, ठीक है। So I hope you have gotten an idea. Government only they come up with a list, that these are the list, and from here these social problems only you have to cater to one of such social problems with your new ideas, ठीक है। तो ये होता है, इसमें आपको कितना ग्रांट अप टू 1 करोड़ तक मिल जाता है फॉर इनोवेशन एंड स्केलेबिलिटी, ठीक है। एंड ग्रांट चैलेंजेस में एप्लीकेंट्स कैन गेट अ ग्रांट ऑफ 30 करोड़, ठीक है। This is a grand challenge. Keep in mind, New India challenge is different, and then grand challenge we are talking about 30 करोड़ तक आपको grant मिल जाता है, ठीक है। Then the applicants are allowed to use the grant. So this grant has been allowed to for prototyping. Prototyping is the stage even before establishing a particular startup, ठीक है, because you first have to do survey in the market, you can say, and then you have to lay out make a model, that this is the model and we are thinking this is going to be sustainable in the market, right? So that stage is known as prototyping, ठीक है। So all the money grant that you have gotten under it, so prototyping के लिए आप use कर सकते हो, market assessment के लिए, pilot implementation, early consumer partnership, market and consumer engagement, ठीक है। Basic idea क्या है, whenever this challenge is launched, the startups they will pitch their ideas, whoever will win can get the grant for it, ठीक है। And the grant is awarded in a maximum of 3 stages, ठीक है। 12 से 18 months का time distribution period होता है of distributing the money, and the money is distributed at 30%, 50% के ratio में, whatever be the percentage will be given, but in 3 stages, ठीक है। And then we have Mentor India. So this is a kind of, you can say, an invitation for big firms to come forward and mentor the young minds, ठीक है। So Mentor India is a voluntary initiative that government wants, and it invites the industry leaders to guide and mentor the students, ठीक है। And it can be done in various ways, ठीक है। आपका incubation centers के भी थ्रू, आपका tinkling labs के भी थ्रू, so that they know about the new things, and actually these industry leaders can help to shape their mind, right? So this is one of the component under Atal Innovation Mission, ठीक है। And these mentors are expected to spend 1 to 2 hours a week with student, ठीक है, at least 40 academic weeks, ठीक है, so that they have the understanding of industrial innovations and all these things, ठीक है। Now these are the basics that we have discussed. These are directly from the guidelines. Apart from this, however, in our mind maps that we provide you in our EduTap magazines, Schemes Tab magazine, there are a lot other things, ठीक है। For example, there is a target that are being mentioned here. For example, the target of government to have total Atal tinkering labs, it is to have somewhere around 10,000 tinkering labs, ठीक है। Then for Atal incubation centers, we have to the aim of the government is to set up 101 AICs. ठीक है? So all these things you can read. However, everything we have already done. For example, the Atal New India Challenge, the startups can participate, but it is mandatory that the majority stake more than 50% should be in India only, must be held in India only. तो ये कुछ basic चीज़ है. Apart from that, one or two things I'll just let you know which we have not studied before. That is Atal Community Innovation Center. So we already know Atal Innovation Center, ठीक है, Incubation Center. So basically Atal Community Incubation Center, it is specifically focusing on the tribal areas, rural areas, ठीक है, तो उनके लिए वो अटल कम्युनिटी इनोवेशन सेंटर यहाँ पे बन के आया है. एंड सिमिलर वी हैव अटल रिसर्च एंड इनोवेशन फॉर स्मॉल एंटरप्राइज और एनिक, जो आपका अभी न्यू इंडिया चैलेंज भी हैव अंडरस्टूड ना, तो न्यू इंडिया चैलेंज अराइज एनिक is the same thing only, but this particular focus is on the small enterprises to promote them also. ठीक है, तो बाकी चीज़ें we have already done and that is all in this video. Again, now if you look at it now, you will be in a better position to understand. Atal Innovation Mission launches ATL Industry Visit in collaboration with Bayer. So Bayer is an organization, ठीक है, so industry है सब, उसके collaboration में ATL Industry Visit. तो now tinkering labs, it focuses on what? It focuses on students at the school level, right? Now they can have industry visit, and when they have industry visit, they would have to have they will have better understanding of the industry, है ना? I hope now you have better idea of this particular news. Similarly ATL Tinkerpreneurship 2023 calls for registration, ठीक है, a flagship boot camp, ठीक है, ये boot camp है जिसमें आप अपना को means you can be part of this particular boot camp, ठीक है, again focusing on ATL, the tinkering minds, ठीक है. So that is all. So here's a homework for you in relation to this particular scheme. Attempt it, and I'll announce the toppers last session. So this one particular comment there was in the last session, and it talks about how in NABARD syllabus it is specifically mentioned in ESI and ARD before that related to rural India, ठीक है. Basically it means, for example, when you're preparing for RBI, we know some of the schemes. If for example, if I give you the example of scheme, so we know in RBI finance is very important, MSME ministry is very important, right? Because they directly they contribute to India's economy. Similarly, when it is emphasized on focus on rural India, and from the scheme concept or scheme point of view I will tell, so such schemes are usually, there are more chances of them being asked in examination which directly focuses on rural India. Now here there I can say, for example, MP-LAT directly focuses on that, on the rural India, ठीक है, or majority of the schemes that are related to agriculture, because of course that's in rural India only, right? So this is what it means specifically for NABARD. When we talk about emphasis on rural India, we focuses on such kind of schemes which we are going to do. But yes, along with that, there's also one factor, not any random such schemes will be asked. Such schemes which are in news, there are some development that have been done, and it's not necessary that other schemes would not be asked, है ना? So you have to keep this thing in mind. However, we will be doing the sessions, I'll tell you in between. तो देखो schemes का I will tell you, reports and indices I'll share with the team, and whoever be the respective faculty, they'll guide you for that, ठीक है. So that is all in this video. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write to us. You can write in the comment section. I'll definitely reply below the comment only or in the next session. And if you like the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. And that is all in this video. You can also suggest me to make videos on scheme. We'll meet again. Until then, all the very best for examination, and thank you.